So, what makes the Soviet destroyer so strong? Let's take a look with Ripper.
Charging through the waves, it's a seal beast. Khabarovsk on the hunt, never cease. Guns ablaze, foes dismayed in the smoke and fire, a legend made. Khabarovsk, juggernaut of the sea, firing rounds, setting targets free. With a roar louder than thunder, he's the warship that pulls you under.
Hey team, this is Ripper here. You guys are doing fantastic today. Got a fun video with the Khabarovsk and Zorkiy. It's two replays that really are enjoyable and fun. Just demonstrates and showcases the capability of both these ships. Pretty much they are, I honestly think they're almost identical. I mean, the Khabarovsk is kind of like the four-gun juggernaut run around Soviet kind of mentality, while the Zorkiy is essentially the same thing but super ship wise, and it's got the funny button F burst funny key, whatever. Those are the burst fires that you normally see out there. But man, oh man, are we having some great games, great replays showing off. Hope you enjoy it, but let's get right to it. As always, before we begin, like, subscribe, button below. Appreciate all supporters of the channel. If you see value in what we're doing here today, smash those buttons, leave a comment. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the show and get something out of it. So let's get right to it. So I'm just showcasing off kind of the gameplay of what a Zorkiy and Khabarovsk can do. First replay here with Khabarovsk. Really is just a run around, cut your head off kind of mentality, just like lobbing shells all over the place. And this is what makes, in my personal opinion, Khabarovsk and Zorkiy so much fun. It's just the ability to be able to absorb fire, run around, get people to shoot at you. I mean, you're going to see in the next Zorkiy game that we're going to literally log over like 3 million potential damage, which means 3 million ordnance was shot at me. And, ooh, look at this right here. Look, we'll take a torpedo. It's okay. Scratch the paint. We'll put some heals, a lot of heals, a lot of survivability, especially if you put good sniff stuff. I can't pronounce it. Forgive me. It's that Soviet commander, essentially last stand. If you are literally down to your last breath and health, it literally just pops some kind of a gimmick where it just heals, kind of a little bit heals, damage cons everything, and you come back to life almost. And that's probably one of the most broken OP commanders in the game for doing that. Very strong and powerful. And like, what do you do in that situation? Okay, here it is. Shimakaze versus a Khabarovsk. Not really a fair fight. He outspots us in concealment, but unfortunately we're so fast we can literally run right at him with 2 gun turrets, and you can see the gun turrets alone are just sheer powerful. 1,200 damage per shot, and he gets blasted right there. I mean, these guns, although they have a slow reload, they do a lot of damage. 900 meters per second Soviet-style guns, 130 millimeter, very big caliber guns, 22 mil pin, and the range is 14.8 with leg mod out here. So again, you're going to see the power of what it can do right here, and it's so annoying to play against, because if you've ever fired at a Khabarovsk, you can understand this thing literally is just, it shoots at you, smiles right back. If you hit it, it smiles some more, it pops the heel, it runs away, it even throttle jukes. It's almost like it's laughing in front of you, like you're playing like you're fighting against Dolph Lundgren and Rocky. Essentially, it's just looking at you, smiling, absorbing damage, and just once it just says, "Please, may I have some more," kind of mentality. And it's so annoying to play against if you haven't played against it. So you'll see when you see a Khabarovsk or a Zorkiy out there, you just want to get rid of this thing. It's just that annoying. Look at this. We're throttled. You can back and forth. Playing with the throttles. We got to heal if you need more heal or health coming back. It only starts with 23,000 something heal. I didn't build for superintendent here, or survivability. I'm sorry, survivability. You can get this thing up to maybe 26, 27,000. So it's not bad. It's good, but it's the heals that just bring this thing back to life. It's baked in 50 mil armor plating, so you're shattering a lot of the small caliber shell gun, from these little destroyers, so the pea shooters. And this is pretty much what you're doing. You're facing here. It's just this non-stop barrage of just big caliber guns that start a lot of fires, that do great alpha damage. And there he goes, flash one. We've only done 26,000 damage, but that was enough to literally wipe out the entire flank over here. And now we have pretty much Delta. And now we're going to just push in and just wreak havoc on this entire flank. And our friendly team, all they got to do is survive at Alpha. We can mop up this whole area with our Schlieffen here. And you can see the amount of firepower we're going to dish out. Just front turrets right here with the Schlieffen and against Montana. And Montana here, again, is going to probably face a lot of frustration. And just, you can see this thing literally melts battleships. It doesn't care. It just doesn't care. It just looks at you, smiles, fires, and asks for some more. It's so annoying, like I said. Look, we're already up to 807,000 potential damage right there, and you can see it up there at the top of the screen. Look, people fire. Every time I see that detection, I just either change my vector or just slam on the brakes. And sometimes I don't even care. You just let them fire at me and see what it does. Somebody fired. I think it's a Yodo. Airplanes are coming in at us, and we're just going to smile at them as well. Yay, you damage our steering, so whoop-de-doo. But we're going to keep firing. It doesn't stop us from firing. There's Montana now firing at us, and Yodo is getting on this action. Look at this. Let's see where the shells hit. Oh, we got a nice hit on us, but we just keep on smiling and keep on trucking. Notice we can keep this entire flank at bay. Ooh, we damage con this one. Now, again, we want to save 1 health for Kuznetsov. So Kuznetsov, whenever we get the, his special gimmick, we'll pop this and it'll give us an extra reload boost as well. So again, bringing it back to life. This literally is the zombie ship of World of Warships, in my personal opinion. You can call it cockroach or whatever. I call it the zombie ship. And here he fires one more. We slam on the brakes, and he misses that shot again. Meanwhile, we're still pummeling shells into him right here. And who is firing? Yodo is also trying to get in the action here. We'll see if he can get close to us. So we're going to sail past this island here, open up on Montana, wait for his guns to look in the other direction. Notice his guns are looking at us. He is like, I am frustrated with this Khabarovsk. We'll just see if we can hunt him down. Unfortunately, to little avail, not able to work. Now, he fires his gun, so we know it's going to be a long reload before you can get up and swing him our way. Don't even know who he was firing at. I don't know if that was really worth the shot to give up his shot right there. But again, you can see the just frustration of the battleships, because basically you're kind of swinging your ship around, swinging the guns around. Meanwhile, you're burning to death. You got Yodo firing at us now, and we got other people firing. He would rather shoot at us than shoot at the guys firing at him. So yeah, and for very right so, because we are literally going to melt this guy down if he doesn't kill us. So we're going to slam on the brakes again, full reverse. Again, Khabarovsk, very, very deadly with that throttle juking ability, and its acceleration is incredible if you build for it. And we've got the Legma, which allows us to do these long-range kind of cruiser mentality shots. And let's see right here, we got him down to 4,000. Let's see if we can get him before he fires one more. Man, everybody missing Montana, but except for us. We'll take him out for you guys. Don't worry, 3 health, and he gets a shot off. Oh, man. Slam on the brakes, run backwards there. Now it's our turn to fire Yodo. And Montana misses again. All right, let's see if we can play around with this Yodo. He's the last guy anyway, so it doesn't matter what's going to happen. Look at that. Everybody's firing Yodo, but he would rather be laser-focused tunnel vision on us, and that is our job. Look at that, 1.4 million potential damage. If you go above 1 million, you are classified in my book as an annoying destroyer. There's that gimmick right there. Kuznetsov pops right there. We pop our heel. Look what it does. It brings us back to life. So dang annoying. You think that this would be the most broken thing ever. Accuracy of enemy fire directed at your ship is decreased. Repairs in progress. Literally, his shells are doing less damage to us. We're healing back, and we're getting this incredible reload. 3-second reloads here. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It's okay. Yep, he scratched the paint, but it's all right. Look at that. He's at 7,000 health. Airstrikes, battleships, cruisers firing us, and here is the death blow, and we kill him to win the game.
They're gone. They're all dead.
That is exactly how annoying Khabarovsk, and we're still alive and smiling well. 109,000 damage, 3 kills, 1.6 million potential damage there. And my God, if you thought that was crazy, watch this next game in the Zorkiy. It's older super ship cousin here. And look at that power of right there. We did so much work right there just on that one flank alone. 1.6 million, 52,000 on that Montana, and burning him to death, fires, shooting, and craziness. All right, let's take a look. And again, look, I'm telling you, you can make some money in this thing as well. Just slowly building up your credits, and this works very well. All right, let's take a look at the Zorkiy and see how this, again, is up-tiered and see how well it can do.
Ripper killed me again, Mom! Kids. Now here's Ripper.
Okay, we're back here with Zorkiy now, and this time, again, this same kind of mentality, same kind of ship, just up tier to super ship levels, and my gosh, the only thing different is that funny button, which basically gives it more pen. So I've always said, like, if you're going to give it some kind of gimmick or something, make it something that makes sense. So the gimmick is HR penetration plus 50%, so you're pinning, what, let me, oh, I can't select it, but anyways, I think it pins up to 33 or 34 mil armor plating. So you're covering that 32 mil armor plating, but I don't really like it too much because I only use it for like death kills, because look at the reload. 33.4 second reload. So you are waiting. If you use it and you miss, and the guy's still alive, you got to wait 33 seconds before your guns cut back online. And man, oh man, is it, caught with your pants down kind of mentality where you got people just shooting on you like crazy. And I'm not saying this isn't survivable, but you don't want to be caught without having your guns ready to go. Look at that. Zorkiy it almost looks identical to the Khabarovsk. So 24,800 health. I didn't build it. Again, I didn't build it for survivability. It's really just relying on the heals and the Commander Kutsnuff, but just basically that basic healing right there. Okay, so what we're doing is we're just waiting for the... and here's my mentality, what I'm doing here. I'm literally going to wait outside the cap, wait for whoever's capping Bravo here to take it over, and they're going to leave. That's what most destroyers do. They probably go in, leave, and then we're going to wait for him to go exit the egress area, and we'll cap it right behind him. So there he is. So there's the Shimakaze. Look at that. Look how much damage we take off him. Just the back turrets alone. Back turrets right there. Awesome turrets, 1,100. We did, what, 5,600? That doesn't sound like much, but that is a lot off of Shimakaze right there for him. But since he doesn't have any heals, what we can take off now will pay out in the long run great dividends. And I'm telling you, this is what helps win the game. This is a great replay, by the way. The power of this this ship, the ability to do comebacks and hold an entire flank, you're going to see is that's its bread and butter. Airplanes, of course, on a cruiser, it's a Chikuma 2, whatever. And that's the problem. He literally, oh man, look at that hit right there. He Chikuma uses airplanes to spot us, and he got a nice hit. Don't worry, we'll recover from that. He's spotting us again. I'm throttle juking back and forth, and I'm like, this is taking way too long. I'm going, okay, let me see if I can capture it one more time. We get spotted one more time, then we're gonna have to egress the area. But let's see here. I almost wanted to leave because I saw the comparable coming in. Okay, so it looks like Charlie's flank is floundering. We may have to run over there, and there come the airplanes again. So everybody's firing us now. So now that Charlie's flank is floundering, we basically have to come over and save the day. And this is the power of what Zorkiy and Khabarovsk can do. They can hold an entire flank. So we're spotted because we're spotted from the moon. I really don't care about concealment in the Khabarovsk or Zorkiy. We're just like, you know what? No concealment is going to help us out anyways. We're just going to get spotted no matter what we do against Shimakaze and Yamagiri. So they almost outspot us an entire ship length, if you want to call it the concealment. We were out to 8.7. Their concealment's 5.6. So it's like, what? Why even bother with concealment? Still, concealment's for losers, right? But anyways, let's just keep firing. Basically, we're a little mini cruiser, if you want to call it that, with no citadel, and we basically can just lob this amount of firepower downrange and just cause so much havoc and destruction. Now we're just gonna save the day on this flank as well. Trying a little bit of AP here. I want to see if AP actually does pretty well against battleship targets right here. You can see I am getting some pins, but at certain angles here, it's just not getting the damage we want, as opposed to starting a lot of fire. So that's what I want to do. Yamagiri torpedoes are coming in right here. Again, we have to basically keep an eye out for that. We spot them from a mile away, so it's okay. We've got nice acceleration, being able to just get out of dodge here and just continuously start fires with the back turret guns. More torpedoes coming in for us right now, but the secondaries of the Libertad are dangerous, so we don't want to hang around too much. Again, we can always throttle juke back and forth to throw off the computer AI of the lobbing shells at us. Again, that was computer AI shells right there, not him firing. So again, those AI gets better and better every time, it seems like. All right, we are Yamagiri's right there. I'm debating if I want to fire. I want to start firing this Libertad so bad. I mean, if we can get the Libertad out, they won't have any secondaries on us. It's just an Wisconsin, an Iowa, and a Patrice. So let's see if we can get this Libertad out of here. It would help our team out a great deal. Yamagiri laying a smoke screen for them, and that's doing great. Look, we're already up to 1.3 million potential damage, and they're still firing at us right now. And this is exactly why this is classified even worse. Worse, I would say, annoying. More than annoying. Probably frustratingly annoying. But it's okay. We're in the Zorkiy. We're going to hold this flank. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 players wanting to attack us, and we hold the whole flank at bay to win this game for our team. And let's see if we can secure it for it. And we'll see how it turns out and plays out. We got Iowa here. Very easy battleship to burn down. No secondary capability whatsoever at these ranges, so we're just going to take advantage. There's one fire. Again, you're going to see so many fires started here. Another shot from downtown Wisconsin. Bupkis missed right there, and we're going to continue firing and keep the fire and the hate going down range until we can keep them at bay. Notice these ships are literally slowing down now because of this unrelenting firepower coming at us, and they're getting torped as well. Good job on Shimakaze. Ooh, now this is the time we have to engage the Yamagiri. We do not want to lose our Shimakaze here. We have to keep him alive. So we're going to switch our firepower, our guns. Turrets traverse very nicely. Nothing too cosmic, too serious right here. And just enough. If this Shimakaze could just keep this Yamagiri spotted, we can totally keep him at bay. And we got a submarine coming at us right now. An entire flank of ships coming at us. So we're going to keep our head on a swivel here, making sure that we are not going to get blasted by submarine U-4501. There he is right there. Unfortunately, there's no counter to what he's doing here. I have no ability to depth charge him or fire at his surface. So we're just going to damage con, or actually these torpedoes will run out, so that's good. He's going to continuously try to ping us, so we're going to keep maneuvering left and right, throw him off. And meanwhile, we're still firing at the Iowa here, and hopefully we can burn this guy down and hopefully take out this flank. And there he goes. Good job, Yamato. Oh, it's overkill right there. And let's see if we can take a free shot at the submarine, and nothing. Again, he's underwater again. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We're far enough away where his torpedoes are going to run. They're ineffective against us, and we're constantly moving away. So he's going to just have fun pinging us and whatever. Did you know how much I hate submarines or whatever? They don't belong in the game. Anyway, let's get back to the action here. So let's go Wisconsin. Now, Wisconsin is another problem here because he's got that funny button that allows him to heal or get his heals and fire rate back down. So we're going to see if we can blow this guy out of the water here. And look at the ranges we're shooting at. 14.6 kilometers, and we're still being able to hit this guy from these ranges. That's why that leg mod comes in really handy. And we got, again, submarine action right here. I usually save it till the very last minute. You got to be careful. I've noticed when I'm in other destroyers, man, those torpedoes, especially those archer fish or gato, man, those things come out of nowhere. I feel like they kind of buff the shotgun ability. I think they go out to 3 kilometers now. So you got to be careful with destroyers. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they did increase the shotgun range. Back in the day, it was 2 kilometers. Now it's out to 3 now. So if you are within 3... they do the maximum damage as opposed to the 2 back in the day, where if you were within 2, that was where the cutoff was. Now you got to get, within, I believe, 3 or less. So if you're, that gives them a little bit more range, I believe, to do shotgunning. That's the last time I read that in the dev blog. But again, correct me if I'm wrong. I just remember that if you're within that certain distance, they can't really shotgun you anymore. As opposed to nerf it to prevent basically submarines from shotgunning you. But I guess they gave them a little bit extra range. There are those torpedoes again. All right, let's see if we can keep it going here. All right, we got our reload down to 3.7. Again, it's also bad for them. If they keep firing at us and taking our health off, our guns reload even faster with Adrenaline Rush, which is a bad thing. If you want to give a better fire rate to a Khabarovsk and a Zorkiy, bad idea. You're just going to give them more reason to shoot at you. And we've got a 1.87 million potential damage now. Let's see if we can get more. Let's get the whole team to fire at us. There's the Libertad shots out right there, and ouch, that hurt a little bit. Scratched the paint, but that's all right. Yamato is being very kind and saying get back, but I'm like, no, I need to save the day here. If I don't kill these guys, we lose. So let's keep firing. Patri's too far in the back right now, and then Wisconsin is, again, I don't know what he's firing at. I think he's firing at the Yamato. Okay, so he gave up on us and wanted to fire at an easier, juicier target. Libertad fired at Yamato again. That's good. So Yamato's taking the damage for us. Good job on him. We're at 2 million potential damage right now. And we start a fire again. That's number 6 fires in there, and we are ticking up on the damage. Let's see if we can get this guy out again. All right, our submarine goes down. That's the Balau. Now, all right, let's go Wisconsin again. Let's see if we can get some more fires going on him. We got torpedoes coming in. I'm always zooming out with my right mouse button there just to make sure that where the incoming fire is going, and making sure that I either, maneuver or throttle juke and just cause so much frustration for the enemy team. So they just get so frustrated and only fire at me instead of my teammates. Again, the greatest thing about the Khabarovsk Zorkiy here is that you absorb so much incoming fire that you save your team actually by doing so. So not only are you working on the offensive, but you're also working on the defensive, because you're doing 2 things at once here, where you're getting the enemy to fire at you, which takes away from the fire from your friendlies and gives them something to shoot at. Meanwhile, you're also firing and increasing that reload rate. You're also getting fires going. You're also practicing aiming here. So we're doing great shots. Look at that. There's Libertad's taking shots from the left, from the Yamato, from the, Republic, from the Wami. Meanwhile, we're still firing. We're starting fires again. There's another fire. That's number 8 fires right there. 127,000 damage. And we're just going to keep using HE right now. See if we can start another fire on the superstructure on the front end of the ship, and hopefully we get another one. We're still doing some significant damage. Exclamation point is bleeping at us. Look at that, blinking at us. I mean, somebody's firing at us. So that's Yamagiri behind us now. We've got the entire team looking at us and not looking at... Look at that. We are drawing fire away from Republic and Awami. Libertad's firing at us now. Decided, look at it. They're deciding to fire at us rather than all the other big dudes that are firing at them. But that's okay. We'll take it. We'll kill the Libertad. You should have killed me instead of shooting at anyone else. So, like I said, it is a catch-22 sometimes. Oh, here it is. The Commander Kesnov thing going off, popping off again. And look at that. Look how powerful this thing is. When you pop the heal, you get even more health, and we got a better reload now. Adrenaline rush kicking in, and now we got Yamagiri who wants to play with us. Unfortunately, this is a bad idea to play against a Zorkiy with this kind of firepower and reload rate, and they got the heal popped off. Not a good idea. And just watch, here's how the funny button works right here. Right when he's down right about down to about 5k, that's what I'll use it. Right when he's popping smoke right there. Okay, this is the last shot right here. Here it is. Funny button key active and 4,000 health. I think I can get him. We'll just lead, let him walk right into the shells, and boom, he goes down. There's splash, 359,000 damage. 4 people left on the enemy team with 5 on our side, and let's see, what do we have to do here? We have all 3 caps, so we have win condition. Unfortunately, my team is going to blow it by starting to die a lot. So we're going to have to take out this Patrie. I mean, we cannot let this guy live. Now, see how long the reload rate is? Because we use that funny button, that reload rate is up, man, is up to 33 seconds. So it's ridiculous. Now 25 now with the amount of adrenaline rush kicking in. So it's not really worth it to use the entire time. There are those torpedoes. I had to make sure I wouldn't get hit by the Yamagiri. Last-ditch effort right there. And we got the submarine also coming right back at us. Did I tell you how much I hate submarines? Yeah, they're pointless in the game. All right, let's see if we can get some fires going on the Patrie. There it is. Chikama 2 kills the Iowa. We get combat scouts, spotting 141,000 damage there, and Patrie's firing at us. We are up to 3 million potential damage. And let's see if we can kill this guy before he kills our... Oh my gosh, never mind. Yamagiri torpedoes hit the Republic from downtown. Literally coming to getting that flesh wound achievement right there. And I'm like, holy crap, can we not throw this game any more than we already have to? Continuously putting raining fire, keeping that pressure on the Patrie right now. He is firing to try to get the Wami out. Good job on the Wami, trying to stay alive for me. Unfortunately, he will probably perish in a minute here. And man, Patrie's firepower is just too much. Look at all those torpedoes coming at us and the pings. Oh my gosh. Constant unlimited pings, not really fair in my personal opinion. All right, so we lose the Wami there to Patrie. Okay, he's got a long reload. We're going to have to keep the fire going. If we can get this kill right here, it got the Confederate right there popping right here. We are still winning by a few points. If we can kill him, we can then tick up the points and win this game. All right, he fires that last salvo. We are about to die here. Hold on, let's see how we do. Nice hit right there, and we get the burst fire out before it goes, and we kill Flesh Wound. There it is. Splash for 193,000 damage with 1:53 left, and that secures the win for us. 3 caps. There is no coming back from this one from the enemy team. And you can see the points ticking up there for us on the opposite side. Obviously replays are reversed, and there it is. Win by time. My gosh. And a lot of chunk of change and free XP right there. 193,000 damage, 4 kills, 13 fires. My goodness gracious. That is the power of Soviet zombiness. And number 1 in the team, base XP 2,429. My goodness gracious. And 4 kills with the Patrie there, keeping the dang game close and saving it for everybody. And that's exactly the power of the Soviet destroyer line. My goodness gracious, it's the zombie of all destroyers. 3.2 million potential. This is triple annoying in my personal book right there. We were spotting, we were drawing fire, we were capping, we were killing other people, other players, and just taking all the battleships and that entire flank to that downtown to the house right there and scoring a win for the team. And we made some money. Oh my gosh, you had to do that much work for 5,000 credits. That's exactly why I don't play super ships too much. It costs a lot, but my goodness, finally we actually make some money in this game. But build will be at the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and it's a great replay. And as always, you guys stay safe, and you see me out there, make sure you say hello. And next time, take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.
In the waves she lurks, the ocean's healthy queen, with torpedoes armed, for silent storms unseen.